Here we are coming up to the new 3-mile bridge. One span is done. Both directions of traffic are on it. I know I already did this side one time already, but I figured I was going to do the reverse. I might as well get it all. You never know what you're going to see. So this is good news. I heard this morning that 17th Avenue is back open, so the interchange there is clear. That's very, very good news from a safety perspective and a traffic flow perspective. And there you go. Contrasting traffic coming on the bridge. Oh, and a blinking red light for going the wrong way. Oh, that is both reassuring and scary because it means they expect people to do that. We have heard that many times on 3-mile bridge that happens. It is just 35 miles an hour on the apron there, in and out of the city. Okay, so not that speed. 45 posted, and at 45 that bug is going away from me at least 10 to 15 miles an hour. I'm not all that surprised because people historically have done that on this bridge, but apparently the lane narrowing philosophy of the road diet is not affecting all drivers. Oh, there you can see an ambulance actually headed up the... Oh no, that's in the left lane. That's not in the middle lane. Okay. Because this middle lane is theoretically for patrolling. I have now... This is my third time going this direction, and it'll be my first time coming the other direction. I have yet to see a car driving through that middle lane. Supposedly it's FHP. Now it's interesting, you'll note there's only lights on the interior side. One of my concerns about that is, will that cast a shadow over the wall here to your right and onto the pedestrian way, which is underneath me and to the right? I wonder if they're going to have independent lighting on that side also. I mean, it's beautiful lighting if you've seen the night shots of the old yellow, just crummy lighting of the old bridge and the new bright white lighting of the new bridge. So like I said, it was just a question. Oh, and here you get a really good sense of how wide that multi-use pedestrian bike path is going to be. Pretty wide. And you can see it's going to be, what, maybe 8 feet, 10 feet? I mean, I'm sure I have it on a schematic somewhere, but you can see it here with a guy walking. A lot of room. And of course, once they finish the other span, there will be another identical one on the other side. I will say this, I haven't noticed as much the wiggles in the road this time. I mean, there was a couple. Actually, you know what? No, that's where I noticed them before. It's right after the hump going east or south is where you start to notice those road wiggles a little bit. And it makes me wonder if there is some final version of the paving that is going to be implemented at some point. And I don't know the answer. I need to talk to Skanska and find out. And what I mean by wiggles is where you can feel your car go up on one side or the other, kind of wiggling side to side a little bit unevenly. Oh, there's some more of them. I mean, they're definitely there. And you can, if you look on the road, you can kind of see them coming. Okay, here we're down to 35 again. As we come into Gulf Breeze. It's interesting, one of the features of the old bridge was either side had a hump, mini hump. Here you have it's farther along, but this is the hump to get up and over so that you can make traffic drive underneath for the Wayside Park on Gulf Breeze side. No switching lanes here, solid white line. No U-turn, it's marked. No left turn, it's marked. Here we'll go up a little ways and then we'll turn around and come back and look at it the other direction. For the first time that way. So here we go on the new to me anyway, a day old north and west span of the new 3 Mile Bridge. Big hump coming. Whee! Whee! Hey! I'm going 35, even 38. Legal in Florida up to 5 over, but I'm trying not to speed. Getting past already, not by much. Now 45. I have been asked several times what the discolorations and the different kinds of pavement mean. Don't know. Oops, sorry about that. I was trying to adjust it a little bit. So it looks like you will be able to see, especially if you're in a truck or in a van, you'll be able to see the other bridge. I can just barely see it from here as I'm driving. You know what I mean? So when they're doing the demolition, you will be able to see it from this lane. Probably not from the eastbound lanes, maybe not from the second lane over the left lane. Okay, so it does have a sign that says center lane is for emergency stopping only, so they do want you to use that middle lane if there is a problem. They don't want you to pull over right here in traffic, and they do want you to pull in, although I'm still, like, you really have to try to pull in there. Those pylons are pretty close to each other. And there you see some of the forms that they had just pulled off of this railing, the wooden forms sitting over there on the old bridge. These are the kind of pavement issues. I just don't know why they're different colors or different grade feels. My impression so far is that it's a little smoother on this side than the other side in terms of not having those wiggles. It is unusual, the angle. You can very much feel the angle. It is higher on my right than it is on my left, very clearly. And what I find fascinating about that is I would assume that's for water runoff, but I don't see where water would run off. I don't see any apertures in the median. So, does water go to the end of the bridge? I don't see where water goes. I mean, I'm looking over at on the left side, and I just don't see anywhere over there for water to run through. So, I guess in a rain we'll learn. I mean, I don't know. It could just be invisible, you know, small openings that I'm not seeing somewhere. Obviously, it's been dry for quite some time, and we haven't had any significant rain because of Dorian sucking all the moisture out of the air. But, so this is interesting. So the speed limit has been 45, and I'm the one passing at 45. Of course, now it's 35. Or is that a 35 ahead? I think that's 35 ahead. The lanes are narrow. There's no doubt about it. They feel tight. Yeah, it's 35 ahead. That's right. There's an abundance of signs. All right, so it says here 35, and it also has those little traffic markers that there's going to be a bit of a shift here. I have heard about this, so what I have been told is that the traffic pattern, I hate to say wiggle because that's what I'm using for the pavement. That's a little bit uneven. That there's an abrupt curvature here, and you want to be aware of that. So coming up here, I mean, this is not, I don't see anything particularly weird about this compared to what it has been. But there you have 17th Avenue, which is open. That's good news, both directions. So you don't have that dangerous intersection like you had before. Does that red light control the turn? Unclear. Like, I am sure people just breeze through here not thinking much about it. I would probably. Because there doesn't seem to be a traffic control on the curve. The turn right. So I am now in the left lane, getting onto Gregory, I think. Yes. So that's a bit of a, I mean, it's kind of the way it's been, I think. All white solid lines, so they don't want you changing lanes in here. And then finally you get onto Gregory proper, and it's okay to change lanes, and all right, there you go. That is your brand new Chappie James Memorial Pensacola Bay 3 Mile Bridge. We include everybody in the name.